we're back for our daily NBA predictions here on the channel for Tuesday, January 7th, and we have got 7 games here on the 7th of January, headlined by a big one in Denver, Colorado, between the Denver Nuggets and the Boston Celtics as the Celtics continue their little road trip here against the Western Conference, obviously coming off that loss the other day to the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I'd just like to say Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the best player in the NBA, and the Oklahoma City Thunder are the best team in the NBA. But you know what? Boston losing to the Thunder on the road, it happens to the best of us. We'll see you tomorrow, Cleveland, for that big game between the Thunder and the Cavs, where we right now are looking at Thunder plus 110. You know where I'm going for that one. I'm just saying we get the opportunity tomorrow to take the Thunder at plus money. So make sure to join us tomorrow for that. And also, folks, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more daily NBA predictions here on the channel. We're taking this all the way until the postseason and beyond. And also, we announced today, during our college basketball best bets today, that we're also going to be doing daily MLB best bets once the season starts, opening day in late March. We're going to be doing 4 best bets a day for the MLB, plus 1 additional best bet daily for Washington Nationals baseball. Why? Because I've watched every Washington Nationals game, at least a part of every Washington Nationals game, since 2017. That's 8 years now. I should get paid to watch the Nationals that much. You know? Our college basketball best bets are posted earlier today, so make sure to check that video out in the description down below. Also, our UFC Fight Night, Dern versus Hebos 2 predictions. Yes, the second fight for these two. That predictions video is linked in the description down below from the UFC Apex this Saturday. 14 fights in that card. And also our college football predictions were posted earlier this week as well. Of course, the Orange Bowl is on Thursday between Penn State and Notre Dame, and then we have the Cotton Bowl between the Buckeyes and the Longhorns on Friday from Dallas. So make sure to check that video out. Okay, on to the first of our 7 predictions today in the National Basketball Association. And we're getting 3.5 points for the Phoenix Suns against the Charlotte Hornets. Sign me up. Sign me up. What? Phoenix actually looked better last night. They really did. Now, they took on a Sixers team. By the way, we got them at plus money at the beginning of the day before Joel Embiid was, ruled out. So great value play. And now we get them on a second half of a back-to-back. I don't think that affects them too much. Guys, if the Charlotte Hornets are able to pick up their second victory since November 23rd against the Suns, I really don't see it happening. I'm gonna be honest. I really think they got this one. Okay, Bradley Beal, 25 points on the bench. Maybe again, we were saying it yesterday, Beal and Nurkic heading to the bench for the Suns. Maybe that is the kick in the ass Phoenix needs. And I guess it was. Now they lost 4 in a row. And I get it, they beat a Sixers team without Joel Embiid and obviously without Jared McCain, but they still won the game by 10 points. They were down in it for most of that first half. They came back, played a really impressive second half, and for the first time since December 15th, somebody else on the Phoenix Suns led them in scoring other than Kevin Durant. Finally, maybe some help for KD, right? I mean, who is still a premier player in the National Basketball Association. I'll be damned if the Charlotte Hornets beat the Suns. I will be damned. A Suns team that should be at somewhat full strength. Charlotte's at full strength too, great. I will be absolutely damned if Phoenix might go on all-time ban list if they aren't able to win this basketball game. We are going to be building a money line parlay with 3 teams tonight, and this is the first leg, okay? This is the first leg of a 3-leg money line parlay. There is no chance in hell the Phoenix Suns do not go to Charlotte and win. So yes, if you want to take the points, take the 3.5. But again, we are building a money line parlay right now. Our first leg is minus 150 for the Phoenix Suns, okay? That's our first leg of our 3-leg parlay. I don't care the Phoenix Suns are going on the road. They will not lose to the Charlotte Hornets, okay? Again, I guess the kick in the ass is what they needed, okay? Put Bradley Beal on the bench. Okay, let's figure it out. The second unit's looking better now. Again, for the first time in a while, it seems like KD might actually have some help. So let's take the Suns. All you gotta do is beat the 7-27 Charlotte Hornets, okay? A team that has only won a game once since November 21st. And it was, of course, against the Pacers, but the Pacers are back. Hey, big win against Brooklyn yesterday, just saying, okay? We're taking the Suns to go on the road and beat Charlotte. Again, you can have your points, yes, but we are taking, again, the money line pick for our parlay that we're building today. I know, again, Charlotte's playing, LaMelo Ball is playing, obviously, his brother with his new hit song. I might swerve, bend the corner. Whoa, okay, I'll stop. Give me Phoenix. Okay. Next up, let's go to Washington, D.C. The Houston Rockets take on the Washington Wizards. This will not be part of our 3-leg parlay. The Rockets are still not good. Yeah, I'm still hating. They're still not good. No, okay, I'll give them credit. The Lakers' victory was huge. Now, they almost choked it away. They had a 22-point lead at halftime. They almost choked it. Whatever. If Rui Hachimura wasn't getting clutch time minutes instead of DFS, if Dorian Finney-Smith was playing more, maybe the Lakers would have won that basketball game. But no, I'll get to the Lakers in a second. And if Jalen Green didn't decide to, go absolutely insane, just good for bro. But he's still not a consistent basketball player. He decided to drop 22 in the first quarter. Something like that. It was like 20 probably, but still 18. But ridiculous, And also, Anthony Davis was soft this game. He was. First half he was. Second half he was great. But the amount of offensive rebounds I watched the Houston Rockets get in that basketball game pissed me off. Amen Thompson, great player, but 16 boards? We're letting Amen Thompson get 16 boards? Come on. Just, Houston won the game by 4 points. Now, also, if the referee gave LeBron the timeout at the end of the game, maybe the Lakers would have, actually had a chance at the end. But whatever. And we call it AD on the moving screen. Come on. Like that the Warriors dynasty wouldn't be here if the kind of moving screen that AD pulled, or even the LeBron call at the end of the game. I don't know, man. It's fine. The Lakers beat the Rockets in 5 in a postseason series. Sure, we'll take the Rockets to cover 10.5 points in Washington. I'm never picking the Wizards ever again. I'm serious. We're probably never going to pick them the rest of the season. Legitimately. The only time we were ever going to pick them was against New Orleans, and they failed us twice. Great. We're done picking the Wizards. I'm serious. We're done with this team. They're also very injured, so they're going to be without Malcolm Brogdon. Jordan Poole's questionable with the hip injury. Bilal Coulibaly is still sick. Carlton Carrington questionable with the ankle injury. Matt Bagley is still out. He avoided the worst case scenario. That was back on the 26th. Tristan Vukovic is out, ankle injury. And then they got some other guys who are questionable as well. Jordan Poole questionable. And yeah. All right, we already went over Jordan Poole. Yeah, the Wizards are screwed. Şengün, I like Şengün. I think he's a great player. He's the only guy that I, can rely on with the Houston Rockets. Do I bet ever on the Houston Rockets? No, not really. Ever since they lost to the curryless Warriors in early December, I was like, I'm done with the Rockets, and then they just kind of stuck around. Yeah, give me Houston. Give me Houston to go on the road and beat the Wizards. You can tell I'm really enthused about this basketball game. Let's go to leg 2 of the parlay. Yes, you knew it had to be coming. The Los Angeles Lakers. Guys, the Lakers aren't losing to the Mavericks on the second half of a back-to-back. Now, again, I don't mind the 6.5 points here, but hear me out. The Lakers, I don't ever like a spread with the Los Angeles Lakers. I don't know the last time I've bet on the Lakers to cover any spread. I'm serious. It's not worth it, okay? We're betting on the Lakers, though, to win the basketball game as leg number 2 of the parlay. Okay, we really like Phoenix on the road against Charlotte, and now we like the Lakers on the road against the Mavericks. Now, the Mavericks at full strength, we probably don't like this, but a Mavericks team without Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving has a bulging disc in his back, and he's missing 1 to 2 weeks. Also, Daniel Gadford's probably not playing this game. He was injured, I believe it was the first or second quarter of the Grizzlies game last night, and he left due to a high ankle sprain. So you take away Kyrie, you take away Gadford, obviously Luka's already out the equation as well, and now the Lakers have to play this fierce starting 5 of Spencer Dinwiddie, Quentin Grimes, Klay Johnson, PJ Washington, and Derek Lively. If the Lakers don't win this game, they should be sent to the moon. Okay? That's what should happen. It's an inexcusable spot if they don't win this basketball game. Inexcusable. I know the Lakers have their own injuries. AD, probable. He's going to play. LeBron's probable. He's going to play. Christian Wood, this guy still plays basketball, I guess. You know who else screwed us yesterday on the Lakers, 2 days ago with the Lakers? Jackson Wood. Christian Koloko should be getting Jackson Hayes. Why I say Jackson Wood? He should be getting Jackson Hayes' minutes all the time. Get Jackson Hayes off the team. Get him out. Don't need to watch him. Christian Koloko is better than Jackson Hayes. It is not even close in my opinion. Jackson Hayes can't finish, can't get a rebound. What are we doing? So I can't believe I'm saying it. I guess I kind of want Christian Wood back. I guess. I don't dislike Hachimura. I just think DFS is better in a lot of spots. I'll be honest with you. I don't like JJ's, we're just going to go completely small here and play Rui Hachimura at the 5 or DFS at the 5. No, we need an actual center. Get us a center. Somebody. Genie, get us a center. Walker Kessler's right there. Go get Walker Kessler. Put Walker Kessler on this bench. Tell me this team doesn't automatically become the second best team in the Western Conference. Just saying. Like, trade off Jackson Hayes. The Jazz aren't trying to win anytime soon. Give them Jackson Hayes. Oh, God. You can have Cam Reddish. No. Yeah, they can kind of, whatever. Jackson Hayes, first and a second. Oh, we're giving a first round pick for Walker Kessler. Yeah, because you can extend Walker Kessler. Yes, do that. Jackson Hayes, the first and a second for Walker Kessler. It could be like for 4 years down the road when the Lakers are going to suck, when LeBron's going to be gone, and probably AD's probably going to get traded by then, okay? So win now mode, get Walker Kessler, make this team a lot better. We need an actual backup pick, okay? The Jazz aren't trying to win anytime soon. They will happily take Jackson Hayes, okay? That's what the Lakers need to do. That's what the Lakers have to do here. They'll beat the Mavericks. Guys, LeBron and AD are playing. Austin Reeves is slowly working his way into, like, top 40 talks, maybe. Austin Reeves is really good. It's crazy. It's actually insane. And I'm every time I see DFS, man, I like him more. The first game kind of scared me against the Cavs, but no. DFS is a hooper. DFS is an absolute hooper. I'm very excited to have him on this basketball team. Give me more DFS minutes. Lakers go to Dallas and win fairly easily. That's leg 2 of the parlay, minus 240. Okay, let's go on to our next one. Not part of the parlay. I wouldn't play it personally. Timberwolves, Pelicans. I think the Timberwolves do win. Second half of back-to-back. New Orleans is kind of hot. They've won 2 in a row. Yes, they're both against the Wizards, and Zion's back. So, cool, great. Zion's finally back in the lineup. Actually, well, no, there's no guarantee he plays. He's questionable. I'd assume he'd be back, though, because he's never been questionable, so I think he has to be back here. Trey Murphy's out, and Trey Murphy does put up buckets for this Pelicans team. We'll see if CJ McCollum is going to consistently keep scoring 25-ish a night. We'll see. Or is that just a Wizards thing? I don't know. But getting Zion back's big time for this team. I still think Minnesota beats them. But yes, I would stay away just because it is random and Minnesota's coming off the second half of back-to-back. Ant played lights out the other night. Or yesterday against the Clippers. Good for him. 37 points. Good for the Timberwolves. Didn't think they were going to do that. Ant with a big dagger 3. Good on the Timberwolves. Again, I think it's an interesting spot. I really think it's an interesting spot. I think the Timberwolves win it, but there's so many variables around. Okay, Zion coming back potentially, Trey Murphy being out, but then okay, yeah, CJ McCollum going to continue to be as hot as he was the other night against the Wizards. Again, too many random variables for me to pick either side, to bet either side in this game. Again, yes, my pick is Minnesota, but I do get concerned sometimes about just the supporting cast around Ant. Yes, they did pick up the slack a couple games ago, and Ant wasn't playing all that well. Randall had a big night one night. DiVincenzo had a big night. Just Minnesota is not. They're not a consistent team that I like playing. I think they'll beat New Orleans because, yeah, the Pelicans have 7 wins all year and 2 wins in the last month, and they're both against the Wizards. So I think the Timberwolves are fine here. But again, Minnesota's an 18-17 team, man. I mean, they're good, but they are still hovering around 500. I would take Minnesota here. Personally, I'd stay away, though. Give me Minnesota to win, and they'll cover the 5.5 points as well. On to leg 3 of the parlay. We've got the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks are due. They're so due. They are so due for a victory. Again, we're talking about, the Celtics are on this Western Conference trip. Well, the Hawks have been on the West Coast trip. And they haven't been doing all that well on the West Coast trip. Okay? Losses against Denver, Los Angeles, and then Los Angeles, obviously the Lakers and the Clippers. Okay, they're taking on the Jazz here. I don't think the Hawks lose 4 in a row. I get it. They're still on this road trip. I absolutely love the Hawks. Take the Hawks almost every single night. A spot on Thursday against the Suns, 5th game of a West Coast trip. I don't like that all that much, I'll be honest with you. I'll consider taking the Hawks, but that's probably a spot we just go with the Suns. The Hawks are going to win 1 on this trip, and it's going to have to be this one. They're going to beat the Jazz. Utah's won back-to-back in Florida against the Heat and the Magic, and I guess they have found Bryce Sensabaugh to truly be, a really reliable scorer for this basketball team. Sensabaugh at 34 and 27 in back-to-back nights. Big time for the Utah Jazz. Sensabaugh has always been capable shooting. You put the ball in his hand, you give him 19 shots a night. Yes, he's going to put up 27 points, and he can fire from beyond the arc. Again, though, when the Jazz win basketball games, they win these high-scoring affairs where they go back and forth and they don't play defense. What do the Hawks do better than almost every other team in the league? They do that. They don't play defense and they just outscore teams. Utah's walking right into an Atlanta game here. This is what this is, all right? This is the Hawks game. I'm not going to say do this for the parlay because we're just taking money lines for this parlay, but -6.5, I do think the Hawks cover this line. I think they do. Again, the only reason this line is this close is because, yes, Atlanta's lost 3 in a row, but look at the teams they've lost to. Denver, Los Angeles Clippers. They have been on the road the entire year so far here in 2025, and they remain on the road until Thursday night. But there's a start difference from losing to the Nuggets, Clippers, and Lakers to going to Salt Lake City to take on the Utah Jazz. Okay, I commend what the Jazz have been doing recently, going on the road to Florida and winning back-to-back basketball games. That's big time, great for them. But the Hawks should be able to win this basketball game. Again, Trae Young, superstar in the National Basketball Association. Let's just say it how it is. He's that good. Jalen Johnson's still out. It's fine. Trae Young's probable. Bogdanovich probable. Those guys are going to play, and they will be fine to carry the Hawks towards victory. And obviously, Trae Young's going to be the guy carrying the Hawks towards victory. I think they go into Utah and win. Again, we'll see if Sensabaugh can keep up the hot streak. Again, big-time performances against the Heat and Magic. That's great. And, you know, if there's ever a game he's going to get more shooting opportunities, it's going to be against this Hawks team. But I think Atlanta's able to win a really high-scoring affair. Give me Atlanta on the road in Utah here against the Jazz. Let's go on to the game of the day. In Denver, the Boston Celtics take on the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets' lack of defense is going to really hurt them this game. Guys, Boston is not going to go... God, I need to pull up the stat for what they shot in OKC the other day. Again, Thunder, best team in basketball, but... What did Boston shoot in this game? It was bad. Boston was 9 for 46 from beyond the arc. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. They're not going to shoot that poorly again. They're just not. I mean, you got 2 for 6 from Tatum, 2 for 11 Derek White, probably his worst game of the year. 1 for 6 for Jaylen Brown. He does that sometimes, but still. Porzingis 1 for 6. Sam Hauser 1 for 5. Al Horford 2 for 5. And Peyton Pritchard 0 for 3. It's not going to happen again. It's not. They're not going to have back-to-back that bad of shooting nights. The Nuggets don't play defense, and that's going to really hurt them. The Clippers, my goodness. The Celtics are just the all-around much better basketball team. Let's just compare starting lineups. Because, again, no Aaron Gordon as well. So, okay. So the Celtics are going to be trotting out, obviously, Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis. What are the Nuggets going to be trotting out tonight? Jamal Murray, Christian Braun, Michael Porter Jr., probably Peyton Watson, and Nikola Jokic. There's just so many spots the Celtics are better than the Nuggets. They just are. I mean, Jaylen Brown on Christian Braun? On Christian Brown? I mean, come on. No, actually, well, no, it'll be Tatum's going to... No, Brown's going to be on Porter, or Porter's going to be on Tatum, so Brown's going to have Peyton Watson, or Tatum's going to have Peyton Watson. Yeah, I like the Celtics a lot. They're just the deeper team. Again, Aaron Gordon's injury, yes, it's not, again, Aaron Gordon himself is not the most beneficial guy. He's obviously beneficial to the Nuggets, but it's not going to be the most game-changing loss. But yes, it does hurt their depth. And that's where the Celtics are going to beat this team. Again, the guys coming off the Celtics bench are better than the guys coming off the Nuggets bench, and the Celtics starting lineup is better than the Nuggets starting lineup. Celtics, again, 26-10 this season. Denver's 20-14. They have won 4 of 5. Detroit, Utah, Atlanta lost against San Antonio at home, but then they go to San Antonio the very next day and win in overtime. Jokic, again, is doing everything. He is doing everything. Kristaps is in for it. He is. I mean, Jokic, again, back-to-back games, 41 and 46. It's crazy, yes. Shea's still the MVP, even though Jokic is putting up 31, 13, and 10. Oh, man. Shea's still the MVP, though. Best team in basketball. They're going to go 77-5. 77-5. Wait, no. Wait, 75-7. Okay, yeah, 77-5 is a little out there. They're going 75-7 this season, or the Thunder. Give me the Celtics. They're the better basketball team. They just are, and they will get the Nuggets with their depth. And obviously, yes, the starting lineup is just more efficient from Boston. Give me the Celtics on the road here in Denver. Don't care the games in Colorado. We like the Celtics to win, and we like Boston to cover the 4.5 points as well. To our final game of the night, we go to San Francisco, California. We got the Miami Heat taking on the Golden State Warriors. Miami is now 0-2 since Jimmy Butler has been suspended. They had that game against the Kings. They just absolutely blew it. They were up by 18 points in the fourth quarter against the Sacramento Kings, and they lost it in double overtime. They had so many opportunities to win that basketball game, and they didn't. Yeah, we got the Kings pick right. The Kings pick right. Great. But Miami should have won that game. They were horrible. Okay? What's going to happen the night after playing a double overtime game against the Warriors? The Warriors are probably going to blow this team out. Miami is screwed because they just played a double overtime game, and yes, they were playing the Kings, who just played the night before against the Warriors, and in a double overtime game, but the Kings looked a lot fresher at the end of those 2 overtimes than the Heat did. And Miami, yes, Jimmy Butler's still not playing. Obviously, he's suspended. He's going to be gone. He's never playing a game for the Heat ever again. That game against the Pacers was his last game against Miami. But no, the Warriors should be able to beat the Heat here. Curry obviously is playing, which changes this Warriors team. Kuminga is going to be out for a while, I think, right? Reevaluated in 3 weeks. That hurts. Podziemski's still out. It's fine. Again, the Warriors didn't have to play last night. They are the better basketball team. We like Steph Curry, obviously. I mean, who doesn't? Curry should be able to really, carry the load for the Warriors. And it's going to suck with no Kuminga, obviously, for the Warriors. Because I think Kuminga's the second best player. I think Kuminga should be starting more, even when he comes back from his injury. But, I mean, Curry, Wiggins, Buddy still coming off the bench, Draymond, Trace Jackson-Davis. I think the Warriors are the better basketball team on paper, for one, and for two. Miami's coming off a second half of a back-to-back in a game where they just played 2 overtimes. You know those legs are not going to be fresh. So I like the Warriors to win the basketball game, and I like Golden State to cover the 6.5 points as well. So folks, that'll do it for our NBA predictions here for January 7th. If you haven't yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure, again, to leave a comment, and, well, if you do disagree with the picks, make sure to like the video as well. Again, our 3-leg parlay for today. Don't usually do these, but again, straight money lines, Suns, Hawks, Lakers. Let's cash on the 3-legger. Folks, thank y'all for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more, and Mamba forever.